Good morning, all. Today, I am discussing about the next topic, components of attitude. So, what are the components of attitude? There are three components for attitude. Then cognitive, affective, behavioral. Okay, so cognitive, affective, behavioral. So now we are talking about each and every one. So cognitive component. So first one is the component of attitude is first component is cognitive component. Okay. So with these three things, we have to develop attitude. Okay. Every human being develop their attitude from these three components. Okay. So the first one is cognitive component. Okay. So beliefs are the cognitive components of consumer attitude. Okay. So in the perspective of consumer, then beliefs are the cognitive components. Okay, so beliefs they are showing much more impact on the beliefs. So cognitive component of attitude is associated with the value statement. Okay, so cognitive component of attitude is associated with the value statement. Okay, so what statement you have to give? Suppose regarding value, then it is completely depending and associated with the attitude. It consists of values, beliefs, ideas, and other information that a person may have faith in. So, the cognitive component is completely depending upon the what values the human is following, and what are the beliefs he strongly believe, and what are the ideas he have. So, what he strongly believe. That means he put some faith on it. Okay. So, values, beliefs, ideas. Okay. So, depending upon this, you have to decide the cognitive component. Okay, so the cognitive component is completely depending upon the values and beliefs, ideas of the human being. Then positive brand associations enhance brand equity and are achieved through a number of positioning strategies. Okay, so positive brand associations enhance brand equity and are achieved through a number of positioning strategies. So it is mainly focusing on, suppose in the perspective of consumer behavior. So then uh, then consumer attitude is how the consumer attitude. So positive brand associations enhance brand equity and are achieved through a number of positioning strategies. Okay, so it is closely related. Suppose if you are having a brand association, suppose positive brand associations, and also you have to enhance your brand equity and are achieved through a number of positioning strategies. Okay, so through brand associations, marketers establish and influence favorable beliefs about a brand and unfavorable beliefs about competitors. Okay, so in the marketing in general, so the consumer behavior is through brand associations. Okay, so marketers are established and influence favorable beliefs about the brand. Suppose you create a faith on your brand. Okay, so then ultimately your brand value will be increased, and people are ready to buy your product, and also put some unfavorable beliefs on competitor. Okay, so you have to create a positive opinion and also positive the things and positive beliefs you have to develop about your product, and also you have to create some unfavorable beliefs about competitors. Okay, so quality of sincere art is a faith or value statement that a manager may have. So quality is nothing, quality is very, very important. So you have to give the quality, then ultimately it creates some value and faith uh, on the product. And definitely the manager should always uh, remember the statement which is given by the organization, that means value statement. Okay, then effective component. So effective component, so effective component is effective is the emotive component of consumer attitude. So effective, so effective component of attitude is associated with individual feelings about another person, which may be positive, neutral, or negative. So effective component is the another emotive component of consumer attitude. So affective component of attitude is associated with individual feelings about another person. So which may be positive or neutral or negative. So what you are thinking about other person. Okay, so these three are affecting this affective attitude. So three research models describe the determinants of affective response. Okay, so what are the things? So there are three research models describe the determinants of affective response. What are that? So first one is functional theory of attitude explains that consumers buy as a result of one of four psychological functions: adjustment, ego defense, value expression, and application of prior knowledge. Okay, the consumer is attitude is depending upon the adjustment and ego defense. That means what is your ego, and it is defense your ego or not, and value expression. So the value of the product, how we are expressing, then and application of prior knowledge. That means suppose you have any awareness about the product previously. Okay, so these are the things are affecting the uh, effective component. Okay, so then next the second thing is Fishbane model. Okay, so Fishbane model relates consumer beliefs and evaluations to effective response. If beliefs are strong and desirable, effective response are positive. Okay, so we are strongly believing and strongly desirable. So according to that, we are giving the effective responses. In the suppose we are giving positive active responses. Okay, so the consumer is giving positive active effective responses. Then after that, belief importance model. So belief importance model analyzes effective responses across competing brands. Okay, so then the belief importance model, then the consumer is analyzes effective responses across competing brands. So he thinking about he analyzes your product, suppose our product with competitor product. Then suppose example, I don't like Sam because he is not honest. Suppose he said I am suppose I am not believing Sam because he is not a honest, or I like Sam because he is sincere. So it is an expression of feelings about a person, object, or a situation. Okay, so I like this product, or I don't like this product. Just like that, I am not like the Sam because he is not honest. Suppose Sam is sincere, then I like the Sam. So depending upon their his attitude. Okay, this is the belief importance model. So depending upon these three things, effective component is decided. Then next one, behavioral component. So behavioral component, it is nothing but it is intention is the behavioral component of consumer attitude. So behavioral component of attitude is associated with the impact of various conditions or situations that lead to person behavior based on cognitive and affective components. Okay, so this behavioral component is completely depending upon cognitive and affective components of the human being. Okay, so behavioral component of attitude is associated with the impact of various conditions or situations that lead to person. Okay, so before in the cognitive and affective components, what the person attitude and what are the conditions, various conditions and situations which is already faced by the person. So these are all showing impact on the behavioral component. There are two research models demonstrate the relation between intention to purchase and actual purchase and consumption. Okay, there are two research models. These two are demonstrate the relationship between intention to purchase and actual purchase and consumption. So there are three things, research models in the demonstration relation between the intention to purchase. That means you have intents to purchase and actual purchase. So intents means you are willing to buy. So but after that actual purchase, you are going to buy, and consumption, and after that consumption. So you have to use that product. That is three important things. Okay, so after you are purchasing or not using that product, there is no use at all. Okay, so you have to pay the money, but you take that product, but there is no use at all. Okay, so from your side also you are using that product. After that you are giving feedback, then only they are knowing what are the things are there in the, suppose is there any problems or not. Okay, suppose right now suppose we are taking an example of Microsoft is introducing releasing 11 Windows 11. Then they are giving some Windows Insider program. That means before they are launching complete version of the Windows 11, so those who are participating in the Windows 11 Windows Insider program, so they are downloading the temporary package of the Windows 11, then is there any troubles? Then you have to, after using that, then you have to give some suggestions and modifications and what are the, and if you have find out any errors, then are giving suggestions to the Microsoft. Okay, so because that purpose only they are taking the time. Okay, so but actual so they are launching the Windows 11, but actually it is available, I think, next year. Okay, so in 2022, the complete version is released, and the suppose they are indicating, so they are pronounced as the build. Okay, so build. So build means that is versions. So this is version one. After that, they are releasing the version two. So then there is some modifications are there. Suppose from the customer side and user side. So what are the problems they are identified and what are the features they are required. Then they are taking complete opinion and complete suggestions from the consumer. Then they are including these things in the next versions. Okay, so like this way, this is the, suppose you have to develop anything, either software or a product, so that ultimately the goal is you have to satisfy the user needs. Okay, consumer needs and the user needs. Okay, that just like that. Okay, so the theories of reasoned action plan purchasing behavior as a direct result of intention influenced by attitude toward purchase and by subjective norms. So suppose you have to, suppose the consumer is ready to purchase anything, then it is completely depending upon the attitude. Okay, so you have to influence the attitude. Then uh, according to the consumer psychology, then you have to influence them, then they are ready to buy the product. Okay, so I am taking the example of marketing things by, because attitude is so many types, because from organizational level that is different, and from marketing side there is different, so some of the differences are there. So the theory of trying to consume explains actual consuming behavior of purchasers. It provides insight into the establishment and maintenance of long-term relation with customers. Okay, so the theory of trying to consume explains. So this is one of the theory. This explains actual consumption behavior of purchasers. So it clearly explains the actual consumption behavior of purchasers. Okay, so it explains about those who are willing to buy actual consumption. Then this theory explains the people's behavior, the purchasers' behavior. So it provides insight into the establishment and maintenance of long-term relation with consumers. Okay, so it provides insight into the establishment and maintenance of long-term relation with the customer. So it is useful for how to maintain a long-term relationship with the consumers. So example, I don't like Sam because he is not honest. He is an effective component. So I therefore would like to disassociate myself with him. So suppose you are not liking the Sam behavior, then you have to disassociate myself with him. So you are not associate with that person. That is simple thing. So it is a behavioral component, and therefore I would avoid Sam. Okay, so that's your end. So you are not going to discuss with anybody, or you are not hurt Sam's feelings. So just you have to avoid that person. Then you will be alone. Work alone. Okay, then cognitive and affective components are bases for such behavior. Former two components cannot be seen, only the behavior component can be seen. So the cognitive component and affective components both are not seen. So if you are seeing the behavior component. Okay, so because the behavior is reflected in the attitude. Suppose it is physically see by the eye, see with the human eye. So because the attitude is come from the person, then you have to able to see and you have to observe. So then farmer is important because it is a base for the formation of attitude. So these are the basis for formation of attitude. Okay, so then characteristics of attitude. What are the characteristics of attitude? Okay, so these are the characteristics of attitude. Attitudes are predispositions. Attitudes are different from values, and attitudes are evaluate statement, and attitude influence human behavior. Attitude have intensity, and attitudes are learned. Okay, so these are the things very very important. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So uh, then you have to discuss each and everything. So Then first one is attitudes are predispositions of purpose, interest or opinion of the person to assess some objects in a favorable or unfavorable manner. Okay. So what is the meaning of predispositions means? So predispositions of purpose, interest or opinion of the person to assess some objects. Okay, you have to assess some of the objects in a favorable or an unfavorable manner. So it is a favorable manner or an unfavorable manner. We have to assess some of the objects. Okay, so interest based on interest or opinion of the person. Okay, so then the next one is attitudes are different from values. So attitudes are always different from values. Values are the ideals, whereas attitudes are narrow. They are our feelings. Okay, so values and ideals are different. That is common for all. But attitude is different because it is our own feelings. Attitude reflects our own feelings. Okay, so but values or ideals are not reflected because not ourselves. Okay, that is common for all. Okay, so values are common for all, whether you have to follow or not follow. Then after that, attitude are evaluative statements. Okay, so attitudes are evaluative statements. So in that, attitudes are evaluative statements, either favorable or unfavorable concerning the objects, people, or events. Okay, either it is a favorable or unfavorable concerning the objects, people, or events. Okay, so simple thing. Okay, so then attitude influence human behavior. So, and after that, attitudes are influencing the human behavior. So, a positive attitude towards a thing will influence human behavior towards the thing favorably and vice versa. So, suppose if you are your behavior is positive and suppose your attitude is positive, then ultimately you have your thinking is also positive, and also you have to positive opinion on any object. Okay, so you have a positive opinion on each and every object or anything or component or anything. Then attitude have intensity. Okay, so attitudes are also having some intensity. So it refers to the strengths of the uh, affective component. So for example, we may dislike an individual, but the extent of our disliking would determine the intensity of our attitude towards the person. Suppose if you are disliking someone, you are not like someone, so you don't like someone, then but the extent of our disliking would determine the intensity. Suppose how much intensity, suppose how you are strongly disliking that person, suppose your attitude about that person and your words about that person, that shows the intensity of your attitude while you are disliking that person. Okay, so that is another important thing. Then next one is attitudes are learned. Okay, so attitude is not inborn phenomenon. So while you are suppose at the stage of born, because at the born stage, suppose if you are an infant or a toddler, so at that time you don't have any attitude because you don't know that. So while you are growing, then your attitude will be developed. Okay, so attitudes are learned through social interaction and experience. So your attitude is completely depending upon your social interaction and your experiences. Okay, so that's why while we are entering into the society, suppose while you are growing, after that we are entering into the society, you are going to school, and after that you went to college, and after that you get the job, and after that you are working for an organization. So and also after that you have to marry, and also you have to interact with the society people, various people in the society, different people in the society, like these things are happen. Okay, so then you have to learn some the things about attitude is social interaction and experience. So you are interacting with the society and different people, and also your experience, what you have learned from your life, what are the experience you have to face in your life, but also uh, that also related to attitude, and you have to uh, uh, you have to concentrate on these two things, then you have to learn about attitude also. Okay, so these are the things. Then next one is functions of attitude. So four functions of attitudes are there. Then first one is adjustment function, second one is ego defensive function. Third one is value expressive function, and fourth one is knowledge function. Okay, these are the four functions are very important. So related to attitude. So then first one is adjustment function. So adjustment function means attitudes often help individuals to adjust to their work environment. Suppose you have adjusted any type of environment, so you are not adjusting any, suppose in the organization environment, that is completely depending upon your attitude. Suppose if you are having a positive attitude, then ultimately you are adjusting in any working conditions, and you have to work without considering the environment surrounded by you. Okay, so not thinking about environment, or only focusing on your work. Then this is only done through only when you are having a positive attitude. Then only you have to adjust. Okay, in the working environment. So consumers hold certain brand attitudes partially because of the brand utility. So the consumers are having some, suppose a certain brand attitudes partly because of the brand utility. So it is completely depending upon brand utility, how much it is utilized for our needs. Then according to that, we have to give the priority. So if a product has helped us in the past event in a small way, our attitude towards it tends to be favorable. Okay, so consumers hold certain brand attitudes partly because of the brand utility. So because the brand utility is different. Suppose if a product has helped us in the past event in a small way, our attitude towards it tends to be favorable. Suppose if you are seeing the product before, so right now you have to buy this product. So suppose if your past experience with that product is very good, and also it is useful for at that situation, then you have some little bit favor on that product. Okay, so one way of changing attitude in favor of a product is by showing people that it can solve utilitarian goals. Okay, so after that, one way of changing attitudes in favor of a product is by showing people that it cannot solve utilitarian goals. Utilitarian means you have to give maximum prosperity and maximum development to the each and everyone. So that is the utilitarian. Suppose you have to done anything, then that is useful for maximum number of people. Okay, so that is the utilitarian goals. So how to solve these with these functions, and they may not have considered some advertisement which stresses the utilitarian benefits of a product. Okay, they may not have considered some adjustments which stresses the utilitarian benefits of a product, but their stresses on the suppose they are getting some of the benefits from the utilitarian. Okay, so utilitarian benefits of a product, we are getting the utilitarian benefits of the product. Okay, so for example, well treated employee tend to develop a positive attitude towards their management or job. Okay, so those are willing to positive opinion on your organization company, then they are well treated. Suppose the well treated employees tend to develop, suppose those who are treated by management very well, then ultimately they are developed to positive attitude towards their management or job. They are always develop positive attitude. So well treated employees but tend to develop a positive attitude towards their management or job. So then only they are showing positive attitude and also to the management and also is manager. Okay, and this is the adjustment function. So after that, ego defensive function. So ego defensive function. So ego defensive function. So ego defensive function is another one. So consumers want to protect their self-concept from inner feelings of doubt. So protect their self-concept. So you are also protecting your self-concept. Then from inner feelings or of doubt. So you have some inner feelings or some doubts. Then you have to try to avoid them. Then ultimately you are getting success. Then cosmetic and personal hygiene products. By acknowledging these needs, this need increase their relevance to the consumer and have the possibility of a favorable attitude by offering reassurance to the consumer's self-concept. Okay, so after that, by acknowledging this need, so cosmetics and personal hygiene products. So if we are all using cosmetic and hygiene products, personal hygiene products, and by acknowledgement these needs, so increasing their relevance to the consumer and have the possibility of a favorable attitude by offering reassurance to the consumer self-concept. So are trying to create some trust on our products. So hygiene products and also cosmetics are so there. Then you have to try to give some, try to improve some faith on your product. Okay, that is important thing. Okay, so when the customer is trusted our product, then only they are ready to buy. Then after that, value expressive function. Okay, so another thing is, next one is value expressive function. So attitudes are one expression of general values, lifestyles and outlook. Okay, so attitudes are nothing but one expression of general values, lifestyles, and outlook. So, if a consumer segment generally holds a positive attitude towards being in a fashion state segment, consumer may treat high fashion clothing and accessories as symbols of that lifestyle. So, some of the people are buying only the costly garments, the costly dresses, because that indicates is that shows their status in the society and also lifestyle. Okay, so with our uh, clothing, then another person is treating thinking is also different. Suppose if you are wearing some neat dresses, then ultimately you are looking is good, and generally the another people also try to talk with you, otherwise they are also not talk with you unable. Okay, because you are not in a good condition. Okay, then for example, a manager who values honest and sincere work will be more vocal against an employee who is having a very casual approach toward work. Okay, so after that, a manager who values honest and sincere, so those who are honest and sincere, and work will be more vocal against an employee, okay, who is having a very casual approach toward work. Okay, so work will be more vocal against an employee who is having a very casual approach towards work. So they are having only some mm, support to the suppose a manager who values honest and sincere work will be more vocal. So then he is honest, then ultimately uh, so where vocal against an employee who is having a very casual approach towards work, those are having only casual approach towards the work, then a manager who values honest and sincere work will be more vocal against. Okay, so he also, the manager is honest and he feels suppose he is taking the responsibility, then ultimately he is using some vocal against an employee. That means for talking with the employee. Okay, so in a hard manner. Then this is the value expressive function. Then after that, knowledge function. So knowledge function is another important thing. So knowledge function. So knowledge function is attitudes provide frames of reference or standards that allow individuals to understand and perceive the world around him. So everybody knows what is happening in the society, what is happening in the world. Then you have to get all the thing, know about all the things. Then only our perception will be developed. So then individuals to understand and perceive the world around him. Okay. So then uh, So he is thinking about and also he is pursuing about the persons around him and world around him. So individuals have a strong need to know and understand the people and thinking with whom they come in contact. Suppose if somebody is contacted with you, then you have to know completely about that person. Then only you have to talk with that persons. Then whenever, suppose if a student has a strong negative attitude towards the college, suppose the student is having some of the uh, negative attitudes towards the college, whatever the college does, the student will be perceived as something bad and as actually against them. Okay, so what the college has, suppose the college is also good, so then but the student feeling is different. So then ultimately, whatever the college does, the students will not permitted as. Okay, so actually against them. Okay, so this is about knowledge function. Okay, so types of attitudes discussed tomorrow. Okay, so today uh, I stopped over here.